be real. Genuine people get on your nerves. Genuine, optimistic people get on your nerves. That's going to be the message after we sing our song. Every day, for those who are new to my page, every day I sing a song to strengthen my resolve to be a better singer and to master the things that I know in my singing need to be mastered. And this is to give you courage to go after what you want in life, after the dreams and the if there's a talent you want. Like, let's say you can't play basketball or you don't know how to play the piano, and you've let yourself talk yourself out of getting stronger in those talents. Every time you hear me sing, I want you to take whatever you're afraid of doing and use it as your motivation and your strength to go after what you want. And the song that we're going to sing today, me, myself, and I, and you can sing along from your side of the world, but it's Tevin Campbell's, what is it called? Uh, Can We Talk? Can We Talk? So the reason why I brought up the whole you can't stand genuine people is because I've been around nothing but genuine people throughout this whole week. And I remember there was a time when I was probably in junior high, high school. There's a particular, well, there's a few particular people that in my space, they were always happy. They were always, and it was coming from a genuine place, but because they were happy in their hyper spirit, I would get so annoyed and be like, oh my gosh. And back then, I used to be a big, like, typical teenager, like, hater, biggest hater on too much of a happy spirit. And I just be so grumpy, and I tell certain people, be like, "Oh my gosh, can you calm down? You're too much of this. You're too much of that." If I could go back in time, I would check myself. I would check my what my friends from APOC say. Check your heart posture, and I wouldn't have used those words because your words are power. And from the beginning of my life to this point, if I could go back and take back all the harsh things I've ever said about anybody or said to their face, I would have chosen a more compassionate way to say it. And so that's the message, right? Check your demons that get easily um, irritated or annoyed by genuine, optimistic, faith building people, and go to God and give him your heart and be like, Heavenly Father, I know I shouldn't be like this. I don't want to be like this. And maybe you want to be, but you know you're not supposed to be, especially if you say you love God. And ask him to mold your heart posture and your spirit so that it softens and becomes more compassionate. You can be assertive and direct without being hurtful. And that's one thing I train myself every day to be, so that I'm not like that teenager who is out to like call people out when they were, whether they were being fake happy or happy just because they're that type of person. I check myself and I don't put people down with my words. Even if like there's certain jokes, you know, people are joking because they love you and they just want to have fun with you. And then there's other jokes, people are really giving you the business and digging on your self esteem. And that's why I say words are power and we need to watch our words and just check ourselves. So I hope you feel encouraged to evaluate yourself, take inventory on how you're treating those around you, and go to God and ask Him to help you to change. So we are going to get some help from good old YouTube with today's song. And yeah, I'll share it after the song because I don't want to go off on a tangent. But let's get to Tevin Campbell. And I was going to be my usual like cheating self when it comes to the singing part and face the camera to the screen, but I promised you guys I would sing to you guys on camera. I saw you standing and I started pretending that I knew you and you knew me too. Just like the Romy, you were to shine. But you were the only, 'cause so was I. And I dreamed of you ever since. And I built up my confidence. Next time you come my way, can we talk for a minute? Boy, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Boy, I want to know your name. I started to write you letters, and I wanted to be more clever. I wanted to get down as you taught me. I just looked away, I could not talk. And I tried to come closer, could not walk. And I think of it every night. Just could not get it right. Never come closer again. I know that I say that. Can we talk for a minute? Boy, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Now I want to know your name. One more chance with you again. We'll not let it go. Please give me just one more chance for love. Love, love, can we talk? Okay, I can't. I'm over it. Okay, so what I want to end off the message with genuine people. If you haven't been on TikTok lately, go to TikTok and go to Keith Lee's page, and he's talking about this kid that was out in, dang it, somewhere nice where nice beaches are, and he or his testimony about the person that helped him and his wife to have a great time on the beach, on the water, for her birthday. And the gist of both of their testimony, the guy's name's Liam, but the gist of both of their testimonies were be genuine. Be genuine. You never know how far you being genuine will get you. It was cool because when the guy did his video on Keith Lee, he wasn't doing it to get clout, to get followers. He didn't show any pictures or any videos of their interaction because he was actually the captain for their boat ride. And it just really made me inspired in the sense of this is why it's important to watch your words and to not take for granted the genuine people that are in your life. To really, like, not everybody has the people that you have. So if there's somebody that's super energetic and like lovey-dovey, joyful all day in your face, be grateful, because if they weren't in your life, somebody else would have that person. But also that person that's giving you like the perspective of being more joyful just by the way they act, that is another way of being more genuine. And so, take it how you want to take it, but all I'm saying in this message is if you are a grumpy, hateful, crabby, complaining person, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, you're going to just spread poison with your behavior to other people, and that's not going to be good. But if you can get your heart posture and go to God, to not be those happy-go-lucky people, but to be loving and accepting of them, then naturally you might become like them. But if you don't, it's okay. But just don't be the Debbie Downer, the angry bird, and the person that doesn't. Because wherever anger and contention and ugliness is, God is not. God is not there. And I know for a fact that all of us, whether you want to admit it or not, all of us want to feel God's spirit. And God's spirit only dwells where there is love. And so go find that Keith Lee, um, what is it, testimony. And I shouldn't have called him a kid. He's a man. He's engaged, the one who drove them around. But anyways, go look because they're gonna inspire you. And there was actually a quote that I'm not gonna share because you need to go. And you guys know I'm the queen of collecting quotes, so I'm not gonna quote it. What he said, what connected him, felt like a spiritual connection. Liam to Keith Lee, but go see it. You will not regret it. I love you guys. I will be back tomorrow with another message. Please, again, use my singing as imperfect as it sounds. High notes that should have been. Well, anyways, we're not going to talk about what it should have been, but use my singing to give you strength and courage to go after what you want and to be more courageous. And so, keyword for today is more. Seek more, be more, and be accepting of genuine people. I love you guys.